Hello wrestling fans, it is the one and only, the Wrestling Info Kid, and I'm here to bring the news and rumors straight to you. Unfortunately, Independent Brickhouse is working the EPWE event, and he will not be able to do the show tonight, but he will be filling us in with all the results. Once he does that, I will be re-editing the video and uploading it as soon as possible, so please bear with us. Now let's get down to business. Raw results! Raw opens up with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman announces that Brock Lesnar is the new Kings of Kings after he defeated Triple H at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar now is known as the Brocktagon. Brock Lesnar this, Brock Lesnar that, and then we find out that Brock Lesnar decides to make a tout and say, I have nothing else to prove, I'm done with the WWE, which we all know is a lie. Paul Heyman recently just signed an extension to his contract, so what's going to happen next? Alright, so Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, and Sin Cara versus Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, and Cody Rhodes. Now, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young are good competitors in the ring. They are the primetime players, as everybody knows. But why would you take these guys and put them up with Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes needs to be put in the Intercontinental title match. He needs to be put into a championship match. Stephen Faust would even agree with me. Everybody would agree with me that Cody Rhodes is the next best thing. Alright, so they have their match, and the winners are Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, and Sin Cara. Ryback versus Mike Spinner and Andy. Well, this match we knew was a total squash until Jinder Mahal attacked Ryback, which we all know. It's been a feud that's been going on, so Ryback comes up with a win by no DQ. Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio. Randy Orton coming off his suspension, wasn't able to be at SummerSlam, now facing Alberto Del Rio, and they made Randy Orton defeat Alberto Del Rio, so that goes to the show. Brodus Clay versus Damien Sandow. A really good match. I like Damien Sandow. I'm really starting to like him, so he got the win. Congratulations on that. Man overdue, David Otunga versus The Big Show. We all seen The Big Show squash David Otunga. Welcome back, David Otunga. You are where you're at now. Nowhere. Zack Ryder and Kane versus The Miz and Daniel Bryan. A good match, might I add, until Kane decides to turn on Zack Ryder, which we all knew was going to happen because of Kane and Zack Ryder's feud, where Kane pushed him off the pushed him off the stage, put him out of business, But, yeah, it turns out that we don't know who won this match because Kane went to tag The Miz walked away, Daniel Bryan ran away, Zack Ryder, who knows? Then the number one contenders Battle Royal. Yeah, that's right, we actually got to see Divas match, but it was too quick. Eve Torres, Kelly, Caitlyn, Ascana, Natalia, Alicia Fox, Tamina, and Rose Mendez. They were in a Battle Royal to take on the number one contendership for the women's title. Who wins? My favorite, Caitlyn. That's right. Then we have contract versus contract match. Dolph Ziggler putting up his Money in the Bank briefcase to take on Chris Jericho. Was it possible that Chris Jericho would win the Money in the Bank briefcase? No, unfortunately Chris Jericho was on tour with Fozzy, so he lost the match. Good luck to you, Chris Jericho. I salute you. You are the best in the world, along with CM Punk. Speaking of CM Punk, the John Cena angle involved in Respect? That was getting a little personal, I was noticing. CM Punk was turning different titles. I've seen even John Cena turning different colors. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. We end the show with The Rock we end the show with Punk and John Cena, having their words. TNA, that's right, TNA. Whoa, what's going on? The Aces and Eights. Holy cow. Alright, so we started the match with the Aces of Eights. We know that Sting comes out of the ring. All the Impact wrestlers come out to the ring. And they're like, the Aces of Eights, it's time, blah, blah, blah. Security, open the gates. The doors open. And 3 members of the Aces of Eights come down and start attacking. And they're getting the crap beat out of them. And then there's one guy that's actually unmasked, busted up, bloody as can be. Sting asking him, do you want to say something? So he says it. Haha. Thank you. He's just been plugged in. He's bleeding, and he says it's not over. But I can tell you this, who was the guy? None other than Jay Bradley, Independent Superstar. That's right, Jay Bradley. That's who that was. I broke the code. Haha. Alright, so he's all busted open. Everybody's going paranoid about the whole Aces of Eights, when they're going to attack and everything else. So we go to the Brooke, Tessmacher, and Tara match. Now we know that Brooke Tessmacher, or whatever the hell you want to say, Brooke Tessmacher idolizes Tara. So who else would she want to challenge but Tara? And Tara wins. Tara beats her, and she's surprised about it. Like, Tara's been in wrestling longer than Brooke Tessmacher, so whatever. Robbie E versus Rob Van Dam and AJ Styles. Wow, amazing. Robbie E actually won. That was a great match too. Jeff Hardy beat Rob Terry, and then TNA Gut Chat. Chris Louis versus Gunner. Really? Chris Louis didn't have it, didn't feel it, didn't see anything exciting. Bound for Glory series. Ken Anderson versus Bully Ray. Hey, what happens? Ken Anderson gets to win. Congratulations, Mr. Anderson. And then the Aces of Eights. Oh boy, here we go. It's a battle of a battle of a battle. We got the Aces of Eights surrounding the ring. More members than you could think of. But we all know the leader is, well, not the leader, but the speaker, Luke Gallows, Jay Bradley, Joey Mercury, and Chris Masters are all members of the Aces of Eights. However, TNA has decided to add additional superstars from TNA's roster to portray more members, like Samoa Joe. We didn't see him during the attack. Oh my goodness. What about Abyss? Abyss is also one of those characters, along with, that's right, you heard it, Robert Roode. They all were wearing their outfits because they're just trying to fill in and make it look like they're more members. Now, people are saying Aces of Eights angle is a cop off NWO off NXT. Actually, it's not, because there's more members than NWO had. NWO had, you know, black and white, red and black. They had, you know, the whole Outsiders thing going on. But that worked. So, TNA, good job for bringing up a stable that's actually interesting. Congratulations on that. Alright, and then, another big announcement. AJ Styles, that storyline between that girl, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The one who can't act, the one who complained on Twitter and deleted all her pages because she just couldn't deal with it anymore. Yeah, we all know who she is. I'm not going to say her name because, well, you know, it's annoying anyway. So, Claire Lynch. Haha, I said it. Alright, so we get down to AJ Styles coming out, and then Christopher Daniels, Kazarian come down, they're talking, blah, blah, blah. Pretty soon in the Attorney 4, Claire Lynch decides to say that none of that happened. Claire Lynch, it was just a big scam, it was just a blackmail scheme, blah, blah, blah. End of story. Thank God. That was the most stupidest storyline I've ever seen, besides the Katie Vick angle, which we thought was fucking hilarious, but then again, yay. Alright, so, that's pretty much it for the news. We have Wrestling Info Kid News and Rumors. Don't forget to check out the trivia, which is going to be featured Wednesday. We have our #1 contenders match. It's going to be Steven Minicello against Patrick Dardine. 5 questions. We're going to see who's going to get the new Wrestling Info Kid Trivia Championship, a shot at that title, as well as myself, Wrestling Info Kid, will be facing Nelson Ortiz, who is currently in first place. I'm in third. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. I am the Wrestling Info Kid. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Independent Brickhouse with the EPWE news results. Pro Wrestling World presents September to Remember is in full bloom, starting off with a pre-show featuring the current TNA Tag Team Champion, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, on September 15th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then on September 22nd, September to Remember returns with a star-studded show starting at 10 a.m. If you like divas, knockouts, please come visit Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, Jillian Hall, and Melina. If you love the legends, we'll have WWF legend Brutus the Barber Beefcake. If you love hardcore wrestling, then you will love to see the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer. A $5 entrance fee will be donated to the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. All this plus free gifts to everyone. A trivia contest hosted by Mr. Trivia Master Steve Faust, and a whole lot more yet to be announced. Vendors are welcome. Free setups. For more information, please visit our website at www.prowrestlingworld.com. Pro Wrestling World, located at the Merchant Square Mall, 1901 South 12th Street, Allentown, PA. Be there or be square. Carson's Pro Wrestling World!